Hello everyone, my name is Sanna Kokat and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing fantastic. And well, today's the big news, or at least I'm gonna give you the big news. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, but I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna return the laptop. Dun dun dun. Yes, I know. But not because of what you think. So it's not because I have screen flickering. It's not because I complain about the thermals. It's not because of any of the complaints that have been filed against this laptop over the months of this thing being out. I do not hate this laptop. I love this laptop. I would recommend it in a heartbeat if it would perform as good with other people as it would have with me. But yeah, I still do recommend this laptop. It's a great laptop, but it's a great laptop for people who love to be inside. And I'm good with being inside, but I would love to get out there a little bit more, like be able to have a little bit more battery life and be able to sit confidently outside with no worries and just being able to program and at a full screen brightness. And that's just not what this thing can do. This thing needs to be at full brightness. The background needs to be white, and that is even if you should sit in the shadow. So the brightness is not good enough for me. 250 nits, almost 300-ish, not enough for me. So I'm gonna get a laptop with a brighter screen, and I'm gonna talk to you about which one in just a second. But first of all, I just wanna say this laptop is great. It has held up very well. I love it. The touchscreen and everything, I still appreciate that, use it a lot. I still flip it around very frequently. It all works very well, conservative mode and everything worked well. I played a lot of Path of Exile, a pretty intensive game on the laptop over the past few days. On battery mode, it can only run an hour, but like that's very bad for gaming. An hour of gaming and then it dies, it's not good. But it is able to keep up, which is a good thing. So if I have a break or something and I make sure that it's like 80% or so, I can make it through an entire break of 45 minutes and an hour on 100%. But it is a great laptop. Gaming wise, content creation wise, it is great. The first thing that I actually have to talk about really is the screen. While it's not as bright as some competitors, most competitors are still worse than this thing or on par. The screen brightness of this thing, despite that, the color accuracy is very good. I have to say that it has a decent amount of contrast compared to the competition. I have to say that. Like the difference between the blacks and the colors is very good. It has a very good contrast ratio from everything that I have seen, and like I really love it. Like if you compare it to my monitor, for example, my PC monitor that's hanging over here, it's night and day difference. It really is. Hey guys, Santa from the future here. Another thing I forgot to mention is what I'm gonna miss the most about the Lenovo Yoga 730, and that's by far gonna be the speakers. They might be bottom firing, but damn, they pack a punch. I mean, not really in a punch like in a bass, but they are very loud. I mean, very loud. Like in a canteen full with people, I need to halve the volume as maximum, because if I go anything above that, people can hear it around the entire canteen. So they are really good. That's the thing I'm gonna probably miss most on this laptop, is the Dolby Atmos speakers. I mean, it's not real Atmos obviously, but like stuff when birds plopped up in Path of Exile, it's so good. I'm really gonna miss that. And it's just really good. Like it's a great IPS display, visible from any angle, but it has to be inside, and that is the problem that I'm having. It's not only a glossy display, which doesn't help, but it's also not very bright. So 250 nits is not gonna cut it. That's max brightness, by the way. If you want decent battery life for long periods of time, so more than 4 hours, you need to be putting it at 50% or lower, preferably at like this is gonna be like that's gonna give you 6 hours of battery life or so, 6, 7. And then if you want to go to 8, you need to be at 20 or 10% even of screen brightness, which you can only do in a very dark room, and that's just not good enough for me. I want to be able to like work at like a library, for example. Like I want to go out and then I want to go someplace and then I want to edit at a terrace or something. And that is just not possible with the laptop, not at a comfortable way, at least. So I'm gonna be returning it. Like the thing that I hate to say this, but like, and I hate to say to Lenovo, like, hey, I don't want your laptop, because their service, for me, great. Like, they don't even want you to ship the damn thing. They pick it up. They pick it up for you, and I can book a date for whenever I want that to be. So that's not going to be anytime soon. That's what I wanted to say, is that I'm not going to be returning this thing anytime soon yet. It's just scheduled-ish for it. Well, it's not scheduled yet. I mean, it's going to get scheduled for it. And what I'm going to be getting instead is, when it releases, is the new Dell XPS lineup. So there's already a new 13-inch model, which is balls to the walls amazing. I mean, it has better thermals-ish because of software, not because of actually better hardware, but because of software. But the XPS series, I think, are really cool. Not only do they get the benefit of having a D-brand skin, which by the way is great, but they also get the benefit of just a way brighter screen, much more color accurate as well. I mean, the only thing that you give up, and a much bigger battery, you go from 51 watt hours to 97, which is like the limit at which it can be, or a plane will reject your laptop from being on board because it has too big of a battery. But that laptop, it just looked so good on paper always. But then I read about blue screens of death and problems with drivers and tons of problems with the XPS line. I was like, you know what? I don't know. I'm not quite sure if it's worth it. And thermals as well. Like the thermals on that thing are awful. But considering I'm not going to be playing that many games on it, and if I do, then it's not going to be for much long period of time. I think that like using a Dell XPS is actually kind of appealing to me, because whenever I do use graphics performance, it's going to be for video editing, and then it doesn't use as much. But I don't know, I just feel like hanging on the edge of getting that XPS 15 and then maybe on any other brand that's out there, but it looks like XPS is the only option right now, simply because of the screen display brightness. It is the brightest, consistent across Dell's lineup. But not only that, but the new generation is gonna have something even better. It's gonna have OLED! 4K OLED! And I was like, okay, it's 4K, it's not good for battery life, but it's OLED, which is great for battery life. Awesome, like, peak brightnesses and awesome contrast ratios, which is gonna be flippin' amazing. And the benefit of being on a coding screen that's fully black, being able to disable pretty much all the pixels, and not having to rely on a backlight. Oh, that's gonna be so sweet. I am sure I'm not gonna be able to afford it. I'm guessing the price at 2,700 euros, which I'm not gonna be able to afford. I'm still gonna get the LED version, obviously, but at least I'll have a brighter screen. It means that I won't have any touch support, but I feel it's worthwhile to trade it. I mean, most of my photo editing is done with the keyboard anyway, and the mouse. Like, most of the stuff I don't really do with the pen, and I feel that the roughness of the pen is not quite something for me. The cool thing that I am gonna miss though is switching slides on a presentation with the pen, which was pretty cool. But other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna return the laptop and try and get the XPS when it comes out. Now, you might think like, Sander, you're following the mainstream, what are you doing? This is not what you're like. And I'm like, yeah, true, but there's just not good competition. There just isn't good competition. I mean, driver issues for Dell has been an issue for a very long time, but they finally moved the webcam to the top instead of like the up nose look that it used to have. Keyboard with its precision drivers all there. I'm gonna try and get the 1050 Ti model instead of the 1050 model. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive. We're reaching, like, with student discount, 1,500 euro regions. And don't worry, there's still gonna be money for the PC. The PC is gonna be like replaced with parts later anyway, so I might as well get it from the job that I'm gonna be doing this summer again. So don't expect the PC to return until summer. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to say. So yeah, getting a new laptop. Yeah, I think I'm rambling on too much now. So if you have any questions, then please do let me know in the comments down below. Try not to hate on me for trying to switch laptops after selling this thing so much, because it is a great laptop. It's just not for me. It's just not for me, not quite. it like, and I want to thank a viewer out there. I don't remember what your name was. I think it was Luna or something. You asked me to check out what the screen brightness was like outside, and I was like, one day I'll check it out outside, and I was like, oh my god, this is bad. And then I went for a shadowy area, and I was like, oh my god, this is really bad. I can't even read it without this, like the backlight being white. So I was like, oh, that's not gonna cut it for me. No. So yeah, that's basically why I'm returning it. I wanted to do it within warranty. I wanted to do it before I destroyed the thing completely. So yeah. So that's basically it. So like I said, any questions, let them know. Discord, you can reach out on me there. Instagram, same deal. DMs, Twitter, anything. If you want to ask me anything about the laptop, then please do let me know. So I want to thank you guys for watching this little update, and when it's ready, I'll let you guys know. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace.